There's no trick to it, but at least for me, what I do is I just use my own hands as reference. So if ever I have to pose a hand, what I'm going to do is just do the hand pose like I need. Let's say it's something like this for some reason. And then as I pose out the hand, you're just looking at the different angles. So I'll look at my palm as my base angle, then look at the first joint here. Okay, which way is it going? Well, it's going slightly upwards right here. Okay, which way is the next joint going? Well, it's slightly downwards here. That may be like a 45 degree right there. And then there's a slight bend in that last joint. What does it look like from the back? You'll notice that the index finger is actually pulled out. So it's not straight in line here, it's actually rotated this way. So I'm gonna make sure that's in there. And I do that for all the fingers, the thumb. Pay attention to all those angles. That gives me the base to work off of. Then from there, I can go into the visual design elements of it. Visual design elements are, for example, making sure you're animating the metacarpals. That's the bones in here. As they squash and stretch, your hand actually widens and narrows. You can see that here. If I do this, let's push this against there. So like that, see that? My hand is actually narrowing right here. That's because the metacarpals, the bones in your hand, are widening and narrowing as you do this. And this is going to be very important, especially when you close your hand. You don't want those bones to just stay still. And you're not going to get a good hand pose that way. Other thing is when the hand closes, your fingers point towards the center of your palm here. Now mine is a little crooked, especially my middle finger. For most people, all of their fingers point inwards right there. So you're not just getting these parallel perfect lines, they kind of point in. Other thing is to keep in mind that the knuckle rotates. So if I do this, you can see that that curve here, I can actually flatten it out and curve it right there. So once again, that's the metacarpals bending down as you roll your hand. So that's kind of to me, the things that I pay attention to. First, I just get that base with my own hand that just quickly gets me going somewhere, and I'm not having to try and invent a hand pose out of nothing. And I can try different variations very quickly. But then on top of that, you want to make sure you don't forget a lot of the important controls on there. A lot of times we just kind of focus on just the fingers and the thumb and then you're done. But there's a lot more like rotations and offsets that happen in there that we want to pay attention to.